This girl is one of the best new up and coming acts in town. She started just about a year and a bit ago, and she's one of my favorites. Please, a very warm welcome for Simone Holder.
I dressed for the occasion. Got my cosmic Christmas caps in space. I bought it last year and I was like, I'm gonna wear it every single Christmas. So you guys are the first to see it this year. So yeah, Christmas is like what, next Friday? And then the New Year's a week after? It's coming up fast. Like, I can't wait till 2020 is over. The dumpster fire that 2020 has been. You know? Yeah. But the thing is, I'm worried that at the stroke of midnight, instead of being January 1st, it's going to be March 307th, you know? And don't get engaged at Christmas, on Christmas Eve. I got engaged on Christmas Eve, and I'm divorced. So it ruined Christmas for about 10 years for me. So yeah, don't if you guys, you know, you guys, don't do it on Christmas or Valentine's Day or any special occasion. Just do it on a regular day. Actually, don't do it at all. Just don't. Like in the before times, like this time last year, we would have been planning for Christmas parties and going to parties and all kinds of things. And part of that would have been like potluck parties at work or at friends' houses. Anybody here love potlucks?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anyone here hate them? Yeah, I'm on the hate side. I don't like potlucks. And it's mainly because, you know, I don't know what the state of your kitchen is like. I don't know your hygiene and cooking habits. Like, are you one of those people that stirs, then tastes, and then stirs with the same spoon? You're disgusting if you do that. We can't be friends. You might as well spit in it. It's disgusting. And then as soon as somebody says, oh, the kids helped me make this, fuck it, I'm not eating that. Kids are gross. Kids are gross, I'm not eating that. So at Christmas, my parents, both my parents are gone. So Christmas is a little bit sad now, you know, because I miss them a lot. But back in the day, my father used to make Christmas cake every Christmas. And this isn't any white people fruit cake. You know, like the whole process would start around November, and my father would literally start it with the soaking of the fruits. That's what we called it. So it would be like raisins and currants and stuff like that, put into a white pail and literally drowned in booze. And he'd go and check on it every few days, take the lid off and stir it. And we would know this because we could smell the fumes from anywhere in the house. It was that strong. And by the time the cake was ready to be made, like a week or two before Christmas, one little raisin could knock out a rhinoceros. You know? Eating a raisin is like eating the worm at the bottom of a tequila bottle. Like you're fucked up for days. Like, it's insane. So I was a very anxious and neurotic kid. And I grew up, I'm still anxious and neurotic, but I just hide it better. And there were things about Christmas that just never sat well with me and even scared me a little bit. Like How the Grinch Stole Christmas scared the bejesus out of me. But I had to watch it every year. Had to watch it. When he came up with the idea to steal Christmas and his face folds up into that evil, hideous smile, oh, I just peed a little. It still freaks me out. It still freaks me out. And I would watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Charlie Brown Christmas, and I had an inexplicable, irrational hatred for Frosty the Snowman. Like, I was happy when that pitch melted. Hated Frosty, hated Frosty. As a kid, the whole concept of mistletoe freaked me out. You know, I would like avoid doorways and I was always on the lookout to make sure I wasn't standing under mistletoe. Because you know, there was always some weird uncle who was lurking nearby. So, spent my childhood just, you know, scared, freaked out by mistletoe. And now as an adult, I carry my own mistletoe year round. So, you know, people can change. People can change. The first time I heard 'twas the night before Christmas was not a good night for me. Most kids, when they hear that story, they're filled with the wonder and magic and excitement of Christmas. Not this anxiety-riddled 6-year-old. No. Reading that story to me was the same as reading a horror story to me at bed, like The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe or something. Sheer freaking terror. Hated it. Hated it. And Santa. Wafik was talking about Santa. Santa never sat well with me. It's not that I didn't believe, and it's not that I did believe. I just didn't like the concept of it. I'd see him at the mall, my parents would try and get me and my sister to sit on his lap, and I'd freak out. I was like, no, start screaming and carrying on. And, you know, there are too many sketchy things about Santa that people ignore. Like, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good. Santa's a stalker. He is a stalker, and there's some other sketchy things about him that I wrote down because I didn't want to forget them. I saw mummies tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. Yeah, that's not problematic. Then hang up your pretty stockings and turn off the light. Santa Claus is coming down your chimney tonight. What the hell? And then this one. Santa Claus got stuck in my chimney when he came last year. Santa's a bit of a fuckboy too, you know? But the thing is, as a kid, I was like, who is this weirdo Santa? You know, and what I could understand was that he was some old, fat, white guy who lived in the north, who traveled with a herd of deer, and would break into your house while you were sleeping and leave shit for you under the tree. And everyone seemed to be okay with that. No one had a problem with that. And that seems like classic Stockholm Syndrome to me. You know, any other time of year, that would be considered a crime under Section 348 of the Criminal Code of Canada. Breaking and entering. You know, and if that wasn't enough, we had to leave milk and cookies for his fat ass? And carrots for his fucking deer? No, I was having none of it. None of it. But one thing that I'm like forever grateful for is I'm glad that the elf on the shelf wasn't a thing when I was a kid, because that would have sent me over the edge. That would have broken my brain for sure. You know, some evil gaslighting bitch elf snitching to fuckboy stalker Santa? No, I hate the elf on the shelf. Because that thing is gonna, one day, mark my words, you're gonna hear about it. That thing is gonna murder everyone in their sleep one night. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Merry Christmas. That's my time. Thank you.
Simone Holder, everybody. Keep it going for her. Very funny stuff. I guess